yanko po yando na yene no enkodi enkomo. Okay, 101.7 swini Mira Paul Yando eye Ashanti Regional Communication Director ma Osuko Kukwama Nyuku MPP. Uncle Paul na Mamimfa another developer mranswe.
Okay.
Ura Chairman Wontumi o Chairman Igami National Chairman. What baby asem so drum say July 3rd and omode atemu beba ewo akonta man ne hu yewu apia kubi so esore ade na yemfa maaye no wo se an wo koyi ni wafi mu juada de koyi binim so ni de kira
mani de akire papa na koyi aweho sem o maya yetimu no ekwa ye faso a ye de entantia edi sisi nipa edi nipa apati edi nipa tumu no papa me ya aweho sem na enya papa
Okay,
na your brother only person to be here, Ubeko, and I'm passing. And one trusted and fat, then sat and good in sat, and now I trusted the common deno. Right from time I won't know and was starting to Odija or yes, then yet the papa yet, and yet the papa yet, and the best of my brother would to me. Wontumi nya metiasi so papa be wo hwe asem na ekọ so Samuel boy case no a awrefo na wodi ho a wontiase papa me enti obi atimi actual letter akoma regional security coordinators and coordination aka tell wo mo se amanfo akọ ne contest so there's the only woman. What your letter? I could catch a woman. Almost as well by court. I bet you and maybe would to be extra. I let them by say. The concession, no, and for a cost for no. And that dear only woman. Now, almost your illegal was so all complain your woman. It is that same way, yet me just so I can say. Wakoya bibisa ono na dini tumi ama woman. Abra yenya yedi case he said. Attorney General entimi nya dance bia exercise wutumi na de na sase ama womu na wo hwe dia airport way pa tete bibia tete ga de wutumi kwa kotum ejepe bode na waye eti ADC fo a mososo ya buto budi mososo ya titibie mososo ya dibo president kwade na no atumu se ne nkofo no soso kalamse no mososo mu be jira hefa mo fa ba no antum bakwa be eya me ya na ba ko asa ya me ya kra ye lawyer Abdi Apia Kubi die o se ekoya je na paso educate no accord that because ya kra kabi bakwa me sure say me kra me ni wodi
wo be kan na wa kra say kontam dodo ade no ese ye yibire kra film na nam so gogwagwa o kan wa
sa na wodi afire na lawyer and the appeal copy quite say or your lawyer no our client be sometimes the crowd I want to represent other clients or quite na judge no e man quite say the mudia ka no what you say it is for here a lawyer appeal copy e dey about no ahom dey the whole case you court na say o lawyer epie e be kasa asemu ya na akoye awehotem ye gina no ye Ghana fo ebi enchebi obi nya Ghana ni enchebi eti ebetimi aka se ene ye kotabra boy ho a ye ni obi a ogire ho a oye galamse ya na ye ni obi ogire ho ye ni obi a ogire ho na de se wo tibi fo na ayo ye se wo tibi fo na aye ye se wa ba kai ama obi aba the concession so all need to control. Near the concession to power background. Concession no who dream one better and control veranda so and a part what will be. And I start the young time and that was be you firstly acquire the open. Then the disaster will age now so July 10th, you want to be a control dia. Black army, ya papa. Now I will work on me papa and I know what I say.
If Yami will be you, why?
Black army, because dependent for that dream for the panel, but that dream for go to lawyer, appear to be assembled on candidate. The court 3 a court to pass, yeah. The court no better than who say your court. Now, and someone are going to a court to hot. Now, and second year be a free person.
Okay, FM 101.7.
I will court and also there. And such a assembly above your Wontumi. Now, lawyer can't answer we are back on it. And you're prison now.
Asemo, but so on also and the incoming national chairman of the new political party.
And the also soon the Bama or no the first national chairman was that prison. You bet two abba say you two abba you know as the first chairman out of that prison. Now NDC any abba only any other outfit than to go and bring him back to the new patriotic party. Oh, yes, you bet two of Babano. You bet two of that prison. Now, Opian will be that reason, the idea of the Papa in the prison or no baby or Slama you grown any. Because the airport was your papa and your papa or tiny dog.
Okay, FM 101.7.
That makes all standing back to me. Now I am Bobo.
And the moment that's the now, post now walk on a
I mean, the original secretary, none of the fireman, another family refuge.
I'm a cow pa. Nanyame Subama, when this was the abem, na part no afatampa, Eddie Fra, na said ye, what it have for a woman of dear Chinbayano, once what the twin mapanoso, Emma was Suno, Amanyukuno, I Crabe, I was antimantem.
Amen.
Sounds over Paul Yando, and I know to say and come on now.
Okay, FM 101.7.
Welcome in the group.
Laboko, dear.
Welcome in your book.
Okay, FM 101.7.
Welcome in our system. Say, yes, as a memory of an emergency center. No, yes, in Papa Peswama emergency center, no, I pay the emergency civil. And it's a will be back. Sorry if you didn't have a company.
And what would say, Chairman, or Pekwan Kobai, no, yes, what center, no, a resource center for Bear 12 regions. Referrals, I would draw. It would be a Sound hospital. A beef in northern region, beef upper west, upper east, a be a free western north, western, a beef free Miahu baby, a baho. It's a more watch a woman. Yenny expansion be a debemano, na I be oh.
You, welcome here, look where. If you say, you can't hospital be a teaching hospital, a tertiary facility. I will be a call SSA, no. Also, what tertiary, there's training and answer university. And the Sana hospitals here, who district hospitals are now in what region, regional hospitals, now what do tertiary hospitals are, confirm not the account. It is a case to know a brew almost what. There's a Nippon, or yet one anonymous and Seattle. What you say? It's a who temper across to a confirmation. Then yes, sir, and this buy now. How much change confirmation you know? And I can't ask them when see ya. Well, share NDC for Comacate. Nippon or ya NCP, 18 aside and a cotton. The way they are Nippo. And now all back trust them way I say. The back of the amount some no say. Some cases say yes here. Yes, sector minister, I am in Takando. Obviously, for notice you. Now, I'm not papa. Estimate SCO.
Okay, FM 101.7.
Zero no for 2 weeks. Meaning, also trending no. Now, I say be and Pana. And I said, no, I didn't power when you accident, you know. I don't know, no, I'm a new about the tunnel. I said, I said, Doctor, before, and my nurse to know, I can't be mad. Senya yana otumfo o se tutu otosu mi ene de na no etu aso media a doctor di the new period and munyam ede game a enka doctor di that to striker enka patient who actually no papa when the parliamentary select committee no on the health free parliament I say young call a military hospital any others there eka who be no they shed their air cost to ewo Bakwame, you go for a military hospital. Yes, she share and near my who do I what facility or no. You were getting look right.
Okay, fam. 101.7.
What I do here? Who gave you the permission? Where's your letter? The letter was supposed to come from CDR. Why? Starting command. And you say, your people's representation, MP, and one more ambassador, the account to work for nothing, you know. The Baba share existing facilities now and Wahano. They have said, I can't be Baba my estimate the Nipani be up a half incorporated that Bakwame and Navy. I will take your letter command, Southern command, no, to the command, the CDH or the CD1 white. I might just say, take it back 21 days. And Sana, the Santima can reply the other day. I just I am home system. That's also in all cases, you know, they are to me about a military hospital. Ya confessor and what emergency center, and Dimu at the BPA, you have a family. And what 15 theaters, maternity,
Okay, fam. 101.7.
Come and see, I would do, and Konya Airport BPA is in place there. You bet me at Jennifer and go. Yes, was to consider and hospital accident center. No, if you are hot, you call the real accident emergency center. No, if you are hot, I know the air and candle. The best decision I also go taking in is that what we can check of a notice you on this. I don't say Samoa Hano. Yes, I been called a ferry. Yes, I been called Trent. Yes, I been called the real. Then you bear. Referral cases are ever the tribunal. You bet me at the be alcohol now, rather than say, Obeka to a friend the CEO. If he says that, I don't know, I'm but there's also an say, traditional council, I will attempt to read the house to say, next week, you know.
Okay, fam. 101.7.
So ni say baby to say afari hoyi aye kai military zone no soldier for na bo ho ban maybe kwam se nkofo bi ko ma the same thing so as happy it no ujiri say
Bakwame a military zone or not a military hospital. It doesn't prevent ordinary persons and our people's representation. Omoya MP. Omoya DBB, I saw Musa said. You see, I day about mine who cry. Almost being correct, maybe. So the neighbor be doing it doesn't prevent anybody from assessing the place and now to be bitter. I think here they say. Because I summarize, you know, a different power. That's why a different power. And you say, existing places. I will go and my boy. You won't quite say a couple. If you say COVID-19, COVID-19, you really will be there. Pentecost to 4, and the Womu Prayer Center, and one more affected. MIC and Koji, I are a show. Now, the baby, I have security say a hospital. That's a real part. You bet me the Nipa of Apogeno. If you see a current depending on prayer center, I said, I can you
now. I'm also boss of Bobby say, baby to say a ferry, baby to say a sewa, and me out will be what one more. And a year, ye jar one man by film or came one to us. It is one of the SSS, one by 1.5 years in now, now 8 years and more. What is one the boy almost say?
Rakwame, and Yano Creta. na yama amanfo hu nokura ekoso ewo Asante Martin NDC for by 2017 ya babeto kumawu hospital na NDC for atake na omo ewie ya nkase NDC for na atake ntino enye ade a yebeye ye kumawu hospital no ama ene ya committee a eye aduma ya taru so ebeto komina NDC for the shop there. And also na akufado etwa so a we hospital na ya committee ama yensomu ayansem. Jet project ya ebine konongo sepa and your friend is area and also na akufado president for the shop here but NDC the almost but me abatwa so complete ninina the Category, the commission on the 4th of January 2025. There cannot be a situation, President of the Republic, every local commission facility, the facility no no monopolitics na omoye. After military hospital to Subo. President Kufua and a chair appear. And NDC for to buy it almost so ever swap. But so much to me envy. Yeah, buy and also you're not a year, the hotel will be about to bear 98%. That's why we make it a 98%. Not a car a war about a military hospital women are 2.2 billion Ghana. NDC for 2 billion Ghana City. I got 200 million pet. You see me, Naka, ya cut the hospital, no, ya can't ka every. Now, look around for no. I have a challenge, say, there will be the cut 2.2. So, it's 2 billion. I didn't know where we are, this I was a car. You see, the one wanted here. Who did soldier for them? Just do before complaints. And my difference to me,
okay,
aside that, I can't say with you. The agenda 111, I can't want them. Baku 23 and on the brain of Radio Moha. Oh, yeah, no, or sounds also F. Vamed Hospital, although or started from the scratch, and will hear Uncle Sabro no more do of Uncle Swami a do of Uncle and Fenison, and Chadia a do of Uncle Mason Quanta a do of and a drop also. 5 hospitals, or piano at a time, in a day, no, or 5 hospitals, and now them get one. If you have health facilities in there, my country say, you're here to do an hour. Confirm nothing for crowd that you can want them. And you are entity for a year and Yatem Kitwa. The own back of another who Clerk Center. Just see the kama. Osha Intensive Baby Care Unit, Rebecca Foundation, Bayer, and MPP time. Oko Omo Oncology Department. Yes, see, die, Amamu. Now, a diabetes who I can't come and a maternity block. Now, a better deeper 500.
No, and I know what shall say so see in 1974.
Akufado buy a buyer back. And so Akufado buy a cook USC. Akofa structural integrity for better dino. Also a dino. I did 43 years into a more wording in other. A pre acid. Akufado Butani Guya. 800 maternity block. A true bear 90%. Let us say, you a dino. And the about I said, yeah, you have a brain. Nelson Sono, a buy ocean and nurse for Emco, Nomu Kwaya Juma, and then the politics. And you appear to it, so and you appear to it. Your feet said, yeah, the star. Nippon Qua and your Didia bro. Nippon Coffee the star. And now you're a bit media bar. It's young politics. They are busy, then the Bayer, the Bayer, Amayo Coco.
I hear no woman were one announcement to be a cake go.
Therefore, may I say, my son, Papa, Nanyamio Hatta to it, and a demon one for fear. Then Gravo now is a job for the friend, say, Omako who cement to bear 1,000 back. I just say, in so I'll put cement to money in our cake here. I done it work. And I'm saying, and the way the man for her said, and I'm a case, I said, and I'm a the na picture no another video no move channel. Yes, me actually yes. And to me 912. Papa, me to get what they would say. I just want just more peggy more.
I want to lay a pemra nasa chireme and nasa nanka.
Papa, I get plenty of and the one I have brown the black, you know, which is the poison and the movement.
Okay, FM. Okay. 101.7.
I can be humanizing a comment with the other car. Emergency to be coming. I just make some cheese that. Now, make Jimmy, and I'm me. I found what it's so sick. I know. Me say, I think I'm a near me question or how to do.
One of us, Chairman Wontumi. The case in this woman, no judge in this woman file addresses on or before 17th of this month. Now, 3rd July. One more, one for Atemu Emra. Now, multimedia, someone 10 times say, and if you are to me 8 years, 10 years now, man, that's what you
judge candid opinion. Let me be very blunt and honest and sincere. Maybe I'm not comfortable the rate and case in A2 Mikasa. This is my personal view. I may be right, I may be wrong. Because cases of this nature, and my cases be bring war. You said that man in 2 Milika. And yes, I said that. What did I say? Obin Ababo, Obin Yasio. If you come in Casa, you call some boat to Mika. You look at the cases very well. Especially if you are for the accused person. You look at the cases very well. From so, Nabagi, prosecution per se in 2 Milka. And then you know, the man 2 Milka. That is why I say, who just started. I say, the incident where some money 2 Milka for some period. Incident, so no one home so. So sometimes when you are doing this things, you need to be very careful. You should check cautiously. The main cause the name 1 year case why let me say in my candid opinion, my personal opinion. I will from the brother too technical. Too technical. And yet too technical. And yet who say we human life? Now who say we human life now? Except you must go all out. Look, one bad focus here. You're calling. I find the motion. I'm not public domain, but I filed a motion at the High Court. What is the purpose of that motion? My filing a motion or notice to prohibit the circuit court judge from hearing the matter. Why? Why? Because circuit court judge, you know, they are reminded I'm back from them. Okay, I said, say my money bail qua, or the qua for your body view. Hear you. Say my money bail qua, or the qua for your body view. And to me now to see this, and you know, judge, you know, Sabi, the way I mean, can you know, why an argument? And you know, in law, it means that he has descended into the arena of the conflict. I'm not attacking the judge. I am just raising the issues. So I filed a motion or notice to prohibit the circuit court judge. And I believe that by now, it will come myself. And I think it's coming on the either 10th or 12th of the 12th or 13th June. I sought their permission. Because I said, me wa me raising. If you buy a query, you know, me catch me pan say, some money, but for not on some could go upon common, change the one. Never to bank canning, never because don't there, a semi blue substantive case, the other day, I could some burn that room. And about some man, then some man go for dance to bench. That's semi blue, a man, woman, because they are all lawyers assistants. When I have went to my emotion, not a failure. I can't do it without even giving them the opportunity to read upon commission, adoption, voter junior, a motion. na ya me ko but ese me di buo e ma wo mo me di sa buo no ma ba no so benya opportunity that's bank da bi because so sometimes when lawyers we are doing cases sabi ka frachu number one san kwani what President Mahama a petition against Nanado in 2021. You know, we were about 10 lawyers, 10 or 12 lawyers, MPP Kokomule, MPP head of about 12. We were about 12 lawyers. A lawyer for Pare, Dumianu, and I share Kokomule, MPP. Now, your final petition number 1, or can say petition number 2. Dumianu, and I do 9 cry. And we are not that St. Davis. So, who is that? I could jump out. I could know, and St. Davis, no, Sylvia. Yes, who the Sabami and Sunny Begin had there. But, yeah, defense, so no, me, a lawyer for Makuma could do me. So, as lawyer, sometimes, Mr. Mikko, cases in the bar. No, my young Catabia, Yamin client, and to me, no. You can assemble about 10 lawyers. No more than no question about the amount. Could they wait a next American? Yeah, could be an petitioner, President Mahama. Yeah, you know, your difference. We are about 12 lawyers. So, well, let's wait and see July 4th. But my candid opinion, the American case in A2. None of you scared, none of you worried. None of you scared, none of you worried. This is my personal opinion. Wontumi is my friend. Wontumi is my younger brother. Wontumi is my boss. Wontumi is my original chairman. Wontumi TV. Because every Saturday I benefit from Wontumi. Wontumi should benefit from me. But unfortunately, I don't have the way to express my personal opinion. So let's wait and see. I am not like commentators. But I don't do that. I don't do that. And if you don't catch, oh, now say, because I got a people for me. Into I'm by a mother where I am BB. Now I am Gambi Mariam before. I say many on my bone for me. Now then, I'm there, baby, I can be my album for you. How is that? Yeah. If you are offended by me, not correct. So be it. If you are happy about me, not correct. So be it. Obianim Ghana has said, me cannot correct. Never minded. The Diminyanko Pono, said, go with principles and morals and good conscience. Now make do what you believe. June 4th. And this is the first celebration. I am about the bomb my battle. The day you are not celebrating. No, like I said, lessons to then is here for June 4th. And people for being rubbish. No, don't rubbish. Women and celebrate and can never MPP. Minority won your press conference and academic day. To tell the whole world that there are lessons to be learned from June 4th. Prepare anybody a woman. Now, Jerry John Rollins or confessing. Some of the Kunku Fokra non active participants of June 4th and 31st, and so or the national reconciliation. John Rollins, but you know, 13 years
his company are standing trial over allegations that mining activities were undertaken within their Summary Boy concession and without the requisite authorization. The prosecution alleges that these activities occurred within a forest reserve and constituted unlawful mining operations. The Supreme Court has also dismissed a suit filed by Imani Africa and security analyst Professor Kwesi Inin challenging the president's authority to appoint and remove heads of security agencies. Delivering the judgment, Justice Gabriel Pwaman, who chaired the panel, said the court found no merit in the plaintiff's claims and accordingly dismissed all the relief sought. The court also ruled that the offices of the Inspector General of Police and the Director General of the Prison Service do not fall within the protective scope of Article 191 of the Constitution. It further held that the appointments of the Chief Fire Officer and the Comptroller General of the Ghana Immigration Service are governed by statutes and remain within the President's discretion as part of his constitutional responsibility for the nation's security.
In a sense, what we asked for, they haven't given us. But they've decided what to give us, and they've given that to us. And that's what they explained, that in their mind, the offices are not the same. In our law, as it is written, there's no distinction per se. All right, they all come under 191. They are public servants. They are protected, and all those things that we wrote. But the IG, the Supreme Court is saying that 2 of them should be specially treated, and then the others should also be separately treated. And they gave reasons like the security of the state, and the president is the head of the security, and a couple of things which it's not clear to us. We went to court on the basis of the law as it is. And the basis of the law as it is that all these offices are public offices. They are protected under Article 191. You can't just get up and sack a person because you assume office. Assuming office as a president or anything is not cause for sacking others. And there are many cases like that. So we will wait and read the full ruling of the Supreme
Chairman Wontumi. Among other things, Otredako Mensah admitted during cross-examination that he was unaware of the conversation between Wontumi and Henry Okumi, who is the prosecution witness number 2, which resulted in the latter mining on his concession at Samreboy. Lord Edwasari reports.
Bernard Enchi-Boisiakon, also known as Wontumi, is facing charges of assigning mining rights without the approval of the land minister and facilitating illegal mining operations on the Samreboy concession in the Western region. Former Western Regional Minister Kwabena Otredako Mensah, who also served as chairman of the Western Regional Security Council, told the court during his testimony that a formal complaint was received from Akonta Mining about the invasion of illegal mining operators on Wontumi Samreboy concession. He affirmed that the complaint was written and documented and was urgently acted upon by the Security Council, as it was consistent with several complaints from other mining rights owners in the region about organized criminal groups invading concessions and carrying out illegal mining. During cross-examination by Deputy Attorney General Dr. Justice Fremsai, the former minister, who served from 2017 to 2025, disclosed that he did not personally know the prosecution's second witness, Henry Okum, the individual who testified that he was commissioned by Wontumi to mine on his concession. Henry Okum had further told the court that Wontumi did not produce any formal mining rights. Asked about the engagement between Okum and Wontumi, Dako Mensah indicated that he was unaware of the interaction between the small-scale miner and the NPP Ashanti Regional Chairman. Lead counsel and the Apia Kubi expressed satisfaction with the outcome of the testimony.
Was to indicate that it was rather Chairman Wontumi and his company that made reports to his office as then chairman of the Western Regional Security Council, and that all efforts made by the Security Council to ward off illegal miners and also to redeem or reclaim the lands so degraded by illegal mining were at his instance. So today's evidence sits very well with our own, and indeed it exonerates people who engage in reclamation of degraded lands.
And we are streaming on Facebook and on our website, so be a part of the show.
We begin from the United Kingdom, where President John Mahama has stated that the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill passed by Parliament is not yet ready for presidential assent, noting that the process still has some way to go. Speaking at Chatham House in London on Monday, he explained that concerns have been raised regarding the bill's passage, particularly issues related to quorum and procedural compliance during parliamentary proceedings.
Parliament has been considering it, and it was supposed to have been passed last week. There have been a few issues raised. One, that there wasn't quorum when it was passed. That's an issue that has come up. And then 2, there were some procedural lapses in terms of its passage. I just got some communication that the Speaker was reading a statement to address the issue of the lapses in the passage of the bill. And so, like I said, when I was the opposition leader, the President has a number of options in this matter. It must come for assent, and so once the President gets it, you go through it because you are not part of the discussion in Parliament. And so the legal representative, the legal counsel in the Presidency and the Attorney General would sit on it.